So this may not be you, but I bet you there's somebody that you know or you've heard say, I have watched the movies, I have read the books, and where's my stuff? Does that sound familiar? Or they say, I have tried everything, and this law of attraction stuff just doesn't work. Have you ever heard that? Maybe you've even said that. Well, on tonight, my show is, I want to help you understand maybe a little bit more about why you may think that the law of attraction isn't working. I'm going to teach you that it always is working. So hi, everybody. My name is Penny Peddie, and I am the host of the Hangout with Penny show. So welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy that you joined me this evening or this afternoon or whatever part of the time zones you're in around the world, because we do have a global viewing. So thank you so much. I am on episode 66 of the Hangout with Penny show. That is amazing. So it's because of all of you that have supported me and have encouraged me and have inspired me. Now, the purpose of the Hangout with Penny show was to inspire you and to uplift you and to empower you and educate you more on the law of attraction. But it turned out that it's just on so many topics. And I'm really grateful to have the guests that I have and all you that have kept me going. So maybe you have saw me as a host of the Hangout with Penny show, or maybe you saw me as a guest co-host or as a co-host on the Hangout with Michael show for 100 episodes. Maybe you're a Facebook friend, or maybe this is the first time watching me. Well, this is a weekly show, 8 p.m. every night, or every Friday night, Hangout with Penny. You can go to hangoutwithpenny.com, and right there, oh, I'm going to show you what you'll see to sign up. I printed this out. You will see right on the front page, all you have to go is click on hangoutwithpenny.com, and there you go. You just have to enter your email address there for me, and I will send you the live link, and then I'll also send you, sorry, my phone's ringing, the recording. So go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to come out here and acknowledge that Linda, oh, it's French. Bonjour from Montreal. Hi, Linda. And Darlene Petroni. Hi, Darlene. Thank you. Oh, my son and his wife just love the books. Thank you very much. And also, David Van Nuki, he said, I have to work. It depends on if I get home in time that he'll be watching. And of course, our friend Tana Marshall, she said, once again, I'll have to watch the recording, but I'm excited to learn the secret with wine. Have a great show, Penny Peddie. Thank you, Tana. So, with wine, what's she talking about? Well, for those of you that may be the first time watching, I have one of my favorite things that I do is I like to share with you the wine of the week. And this week, it's another Australian wine I have for you. It is Wallaroo Trail, and it is a Chardonnay. Anyway, so cheers to all my friends that enjoy having a sip of wine with me, having a sip of coffee in the mornings when you're watching the recording, or sometimes right now it's already Saturday morning or Saturday early afternoon for some of my viewers. So hi to all of you. This is Australian, so that's what time it is over there right now. I think it's 2 a.m. on Saturday afternoon. Anyway, thank you. I'm going to have a sip. I feel like I'm talking a lot already. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Let's get to some of those comments. Tana Marshall, last week's show was episode 65, The Power of Hugs. That was a great show with Carol C.C. Miller. You might want to go back and check that out. Tana Marshall almost wrote a book with her comments, so go to YouTube and you can check out her huge comment. So it was wonderful. I really loved it, Tana. It was just so long to read on the air. So, but I will read what people are saying from last week, and then I have one from a different episode. And I also see someone just else came in. Oh, Robin Ritchie. Hi from Ottawa. Have a great show. Thanks, Robin. Did you get your book yet, Robin? Hi, Penny. Looking forward to the show. Hi, Deborah O'Rourke. Deborah's from here in Wasaga Beach, so that's nice. Okay, hot off the press. Troy Davidson. He says, I was just downsized from my job today. When I left, I went to shake hands with some of the people and said it was a pleasure working with them. The last person came out from his desk, and gave me a hug instead. That was really nice. I left on that note. That was a really great way to go. Oh my gosh, when I read that, I could feel it in my heart, Troy. So that is a beautiful way to go. And I'm just going to share a story. I worked at a Ford dealer for several years, and I knew it was time to go. And I did a pretty good job there. So I knew that I added a lot of value to the business. But when it was time to go, the dealer principal, he was kind of standing at my desk area. And so it was feeling a little bit awkward because I just wanted to leave, right? It was time to go. I just wanted to go. And so I did up my jacket, and because it was the end of the year, I left at the last day of the year. I wanted to start a whole new year. So I give notice to the last day of the 1 year. Anyway, so when I went to leave, he says, Troy, you brought up this for me. So he said, I don't usually do this. And he hugged me. And that meant a lot. So Troy, I get it. That means a lot. So thank you for bringing that nice memory back for me today. Even though it was kind of, I was leaving my job, so it was like bittersweet, but it was a nice way to leave. And so I totally get that, Troy. And I'm on, Penny. Hi, Romy. Hi there. Okay, let me get on with some more comments. Okay. I'll read a couple and then we'll get on with the show. And someone else just came in. I'll get to you. Monique Jackson, she says, if laughter is the best medicine, then hugs are the lollipop at the end of the appointment. You matter. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and give hugs. They are so powerful. Thanks. Oh, Monique, they are. Monique. Paola Lucatelli from Italy, she says, hi, Penny and Carol. What a great topic you chose today. I don't get many hugs, and I do love to give them and receive them. I want to acknowledge how good and awesome is your work, Penny, and also the one of your guests, and also your guests for the kindness, upliftment, and good energy that you put out in the world. Thank you so much. Love and blessings. Thank you, Paola. Robin Ritchie, she's watching right now. And she said, great show, you two. What a wonderful way to improve your world, our world. Penny, I find that when friends on Facebook, I think I read this last week, but anyway, when friends on Facebook have sad things happening and post about them, I now usually write, sending you a hug or just hugs with a heart beside it. This way I can be supportive without putting direct attention to what they're sad about. Just thought I would share that. You know what? That was worth sharing again. So thank you, Robin, because it's so true, right? We want to acknowledge them, but without adding the energy to what it is they're going through. So just sending the love and the emotion cons for the hugs, or actually a hug in person without having to get into details. It keeps a higher vibration for them. So thank you for that, Robin. Linda Gannon, she says, hugging does feel good. You always feel better. Great reminder to do more. Thanks, Penny and Carol. And Darlene, she's watching right now too. Darlene, Petroni, she says, I was able to get, yes, because when she was watching live, her connection was disconnected. And then she said, I was able to get connected near the end. Great topic. Funny, I just contributed to an article in the U.S. News and World Report that came out this week about emotions being contagious. I agree with you and Carol that positively a smile and hug can go a long way. I love that. I read your article too, by the way. So if you go to the episode 65 of the Hangout with Penny show, there's a link that you can read the article that Darlene wrote. So thank you. Now, I'm just going to come out here for a second. Oh, hi, Kate. She says, yay, still awake. Looking forward to the show. Love, Kate, or Kat. It's 3 a.m. where you are, I believe. Oh, Robin, yes, the book arrived with a special gift. Michael also sent me the beautiful cards. What a wonderful surprise. I'm so happy, Robin. Alrighty, so here is the comment that led me to tonight's topic. Now, I neglected to write down what episode this person was watching. It wasn't, it was maybe, oh, well, here, 1 month ago. So it's from the Maceo or something like that. I don't know if I got his name or her name right, but here's the comment. I can't wait till this LOA scam, I can't wait till this law of attraction scam hype is done with. Can't believe people are this gullible. When I read that, it's like, I'm going to respond to this person. And I thought, I'm not, I don't need to respond. I'm just going to leave it alone. But this has been playing on me, playing on me, playing on me. And I thought, well, you want to get what you vibrate, right? So for those of us that have been following the principles of the law of attraction, I'm a law of attraction trainer. I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I'm a self-empowerment coach. And one of my specialties is to help people reframe their words and their language into the positive. So when you put out things like hype and scam, those are things you're going to attract into your life. But we all have our own beliefs. Now, maybe this person has been the person that's been trying to get the law of attraction to work in their lives, and it just hasn't worked the way they wanted to. But we must remember, it's always working. It is always working, just like gravity. What's holding me on this chair? What's holding you where you are right now? What's holding you where you are? It's the law of gravity. So we just go through our day. We don't have to think about it. But I don't think you're going to step off the roof because you don't want to take that chance. But we take the chance with our thoughts all the time, all the time. It's important for us to know what it is we are saying and the consequences that our thoughts, our words, our thoughts have as the results in our life. So, The Secret, the movie. How many of you watched the movie? I got it right here. The Secret. This was a great movie. I actually have the original. I got two in here. I have the original. Did you know that? There was two. There was an original, and then there was a remake. Because the Teachings of Abraham with Esther and Jerry Hicks, I love them people, and I study from them. They were in the original, and then things happened, and they opted out of the first one, and then they did just a revision. So I have both. So why is the law of attraction getting such a bad rap? Well, in my opinion, it's because of our lack of knowledge. Schools don't teach us about the universal laws. We don't learn from the media, or most times, about these universal laws. The law of attraction is a universal law. But here's something, as a trainer and a coach, the law of attraction, it's almost like a secondary law. Because it's the law of vibration, or maybe you could call it the same thing, really. It is our vibration. I have something to show you. Oh, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to YouTube viewers. I'm getting more and more subscribers to my YouTube channel. And please go ahead and share. There's a place where you can share the link. Share my videos with your friends and give it a thumbs up, and share my videos, because it would be a nice thing for me. Where was I going with my topic now? I was going to show you something. I made you something special for tonight. Where is it? Oh, yes. Here it is. Okay. Let's hope you can see this. This is called, so when we talk about the law of vibration, when we talk about the law of attraction, it's our words create our thoughts. Once we have a thought, we will create a vibration. Everything's vibration. What you're hearing me right now, because it's a vibration. So if you if you like what you're hearing, you can stay right here. But so when we are receiving something that we're asking for, we gotta wonder, how am I asking for this? Am I asking in the way that I don't want? For an example, I don't want that. I don't want to date another guy like that, or I don't want another job like that, or I don't want this to hurt. Well, everything is a vibration and it's matched. The job description of the law of attraction is I attract to my life whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. The job description is to match the vibration. So whatever we're emitting out there, we're going to get back. So I made something for you. See this? I'm calling this the vibrational rebounder. All the green arrows, see, they're going up and they're coming back. That's all our positive thoughts. That's our positive words. That's all. That's how we, the things that we actually got clear about, what we want, goes out, comes back. The red ones, which is something that a lot of us don't even know that we're doing. We don't even know that we're putting out thoughts that we don't want, because we're growing up by other people's limiting beliefs. And with the don't, we're taught, don't run, don't yell, don't smoke, don't have sex, don't drink and drive, don't yell. The universe is just matching the yell, the sex, the drugs, the smoking, all these things. What do we want? We want to be sober. We want to walk. We want to talk quietly. What do we really want? I'm going to share something with you about the law of vibration and how our thoughts really make an impact on the results we get in our life. I had today, I decided at the end of this year that I was going to stop drinking coffee at my home, but I would go for a treat because I like cappuccinos and so forth. Anyway, so my mom, she lives in long-term care now, and so I went and picked my mom up and we went and had a coffee. So we're talking, and my mom says to me, do you know, in order for anybody to have anything in this world, they need to see it up here first. They need to see it in their mind's eye first. My mom, her wisdom is just amazing. They need to see it here first, and then we'll see it out here. Otherwise, she said, nothing happens in their life. If you want something to happen, if you want something, you got to see it first. So it's just like everything. It's created twice, once in the mind and once in reality. So if we're thinking over and over about that argument, we're going to recreate it somewhere along the line. But if we're starting to thinking that we want peace and joy and laughter and fun in our life, it's going to start coming around because we can see ourselves laughing. We can see ourselves having fun. We need to see it, and it'll come back around. And then she said one more important thing. She said, but most people, they don't act on it. They'll get it and they'll let it go. You need to act fast. And that is so true. I've learned that. When you have an idea, start to act on it. Baby steps. Just baby steps. Just think, I wonder how I could make that happen. I wonder what it would look like if I was fill in the blank. I'm just going to come out here, and Darlene, she said, just a clarification. Oh, let me see what she said. I think it's about the article. Just to care, I only contributed to the article on emotions. I did not write the whole thing, but thanks for sharing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so thank you for that clarification, Darlene. So yeah, so my mom, her wisdom is, and I'm going to tell you a story to that. Oh, many, many, many years ago, like many years ago, I wasn't even born. So 30 years ago. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. My mom, she found an ad in the newspaper. They were living in Toronto, her and my dad, and she found an ad in the newspaper. And she said to my dad, Jack, I want to go see this property. It was for property for sale. My dad said, where is this? She's like, I don't know. Let's just go see. Away she comes down here to Wasaga Beach. It was bush. And she said to my dad, I want to buy this property. I want to build a house on this property. My dad's like, there's nothing here. She said, that's what I want. So my dad, okay. They buy the property. My dad built a cottage, then he built a house. A few years later, my mom says to my dad, I want to buy another piece of property just up the road. My dad's like, what for? I want to build a store. My dad's like, you want to build a store? There's nobody here. My mom said, build a store and the people will come. My dad built the store in 1969, 1968, something like that. They had the store for 35 years and there was nobody around. But every summer, more people would come, more people would move up from the city, more people, more people, more people. My mom and dad would go to Florida for 6 months. They would come here and they'd open the store for the summertime. So it's just my mom had an idea and she said, I want a store. She could see the people coming in and it happened. So whether we believe that it's going to happen or not, we're going to still get the same results. Now let me back up a minute. We're going to get the results to what it is we believe, right? So it's the vibrational rebound. If you think it's going to be difficult, you're going to get difficult. If you're looking at your bills and saying, I'm never going to have the money to pay these bills, you're going to always struggle with the bills. Here, maybe we do have bills in front of us. We can say, what would my life look like if those bills were all taken care of? So what's the secret to the law of attraction? Is there a secret? The secret is gain knowledge. Gain knowledge about the importance of what it is you want and get clear and get the proper verbiage, get the proper words to put out to the inner what it is you want. It's always working in our life, always. It's a universal law, just as gravity is. I don't know how you're watching me right now. I don't know how that is. It's the same thing. I don't see the law of attraction. So if you think I can prove this to you right now, you need to prove it to yourself. I can give you tools and I can give you tips and I can give you little strategies to help you change your thinking so that you're putting out more positive vibrations. I can help you do that, but only you are going to see the results in your life. So if something is not going to the way you want right now, if you're thinking that it's a scam, you got to think, what am I thinking right now? What are the thoughts that I'm putting out? What words am I choosing to use? Because over and over and over in my own life, and still to this day, the beauty is when I start thinking a negative thought, it is much briefer than it was 5 years ago. But I still get them. We're human. We are all going to go through things. Everything has an ebb and flow. Everything has an up and down. So when things aren't going so great in your life, you got to believe that, oh, it's going to turn around because it has to. It always will. So you can make it easier on yourself by choosing better words. Now, you could say things like, oh, it's got to get better than this. But many people choose to say, can it get any worse? What two sentences would you rather put out into the, when we know that it's a law of vibration, and when we know that we have the vibrational rebound effect, do we want to put out something that says, can it get any worse? guess what's coming back? Worse. We could say, it's got to get better. Doesn't that feel better? Now we're coming up here. And what are we going to get back? Something better. We always must remember, what is it we are putting out? That vibrational rebounder. It's like a ricochet. Our thoughts are emitted out. They're put out. It's energy. It's like we have these energy balls just waiting to come back. Bounce that ball. Throw your thought out. So is there a secret? The secret is you gotta learn. There's no secret. It's just something that we just need to find out for ourselves. I can't prove it to you. Education. Read. Watch shows like this. Watch shows like the Hangout with Michael show. Watch shows, recordings of the Hangout with Judy show. There's so many shows. There's so many. Watch inspirational. Read. There's so many ways that we can learn to change the way we look at things, because the things we look at will change. If there's somebody in your life right now that's negative, only you can change. You can't change them. Only you can change. Only you can change. All right. Let me see who else is out here. Every day in every way, it gets better and better. I love that, Linda from Montreal. Thank you. It's true. It's true. But I've heard so many people, oh, can it get any worse? Well, it can, if you want to say that. Anyway, so remember this, our thoughts, vibrational rebounder. Hey, did you like how I tried to make a girl and a guy out of that? See what I did? I put the little skirt on there. Even that's funny for me. Okay, everybody. Reminder, I have a Penny Peddie's Law of Attraction Center in my Google Plus, it's community. Go on over there. And over there you're going to find, oh, you can't see it. It is my 5-part video series. Start your day the positive way. And I also have 7 tips to greater abundance over there. So they're just for my community members. So if you'd like to join there, because I am going to be doing a program. Oops. Let's see. Rewrite your script using the law of attraction. Doing exactly what we were saying, is teaching how to, there's something going on right now. We can turn it. We can write a whole new chapter. We can write a whole new story for our lives by changing the way we use our words, by the changing the way we think, and by the dissipating some of the limiting beliefs that have been passed on from other people, teachers and parents or the media. There's so many ways that we can get other people's beliefs instilled in us. We can learn how to get rid of those as well. Next week, episode 67. Oh boy. My guest, he is a spiritual teacher, spiritual coach. He takes people on retreats to Peru. He is a motivational speaker. He speaks big companies, Mercedes-Benz. He's a world transformational leader, and his name is Daniel Gutierrez. So he will be with me next week. He loves to talk. He loves to laugh. So be prepared if you're going to watch the show. It will be guaranteed to be fun. It'll be guaranteed to be very, very informative. And you'll be guaranteed to laugh. So the law of attraction, is there a secret to it? Here's the secret. Be aware of what you're getting in your life. And be deliberate in how you use your words. Be very careful in choosing positive words. and get in your mind's eye what it is you want to create and write it down. The world is your canvas, and you can start painting a new picture right now. Okay, everybody, it is time to go. It is 8:30. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all for being with me tonight. And we are going to see you next week, same time, same place. So thank you for watching the recording. If you're watching the recording, and you're going to see, I'm going to have a link to give you more information about the program that's coming up. And that's it. So bye, everybody. We will see you next week. Ciao.